Good morning, everyone. I'm Courtney here at Goats with Horns Animal Sanctuary and Real Time Rescue. We've got Norma Jean and behind here Nala. They just got let out. They get locked up in pens before breakfast every morning. Probably almost always, okay, was Nala kicking up some dust. Almost for every live stream, the cows are normally locked up because we usually live stream in the morning or after breakfast. But today, I thought I'd let you get a little glimpse of them since they've had their calming pellets not too long ago. If you don't know, cows are also called grass puppies by people who know things about cows because cows are really so dog-like. And I know that our sanctuary is called Goats with Horns, but as you can see, some of our cows have horns too. Yeah, so as I was saying, cows are really dog-like. So just like a dog might get really excited sometimes and want to play, cows are like that too. Unfortunately, they just don't realize their strength and how big they are. So when they get excited and they see us and they want to play with us and start, shaking their head or running up to us, that can be very scary just because they, as again, like I said, they don't realize how big and strong they are. And if they bump us with their heads, that can be obviously very dangerous. So we really limit the time that we are out freely with them. Most people do not come around them at all. I'm just out here for a few minutes. And like I said, we do give them, oh, sorry, Chicolette, I didn't mean to ignore you. We do give them calming pellets every morning. So it's not like a sedative. And actually, I don't know if they have it every single morning, but think of the ingredients like in sleepy time tea, like a little bit of valerian root, and there might be some chamomile extract or something like that in there too. But yeah, so they get some calming pellets. They use them for show cows so that the cows can be a little bit calm before their shows. I'm going to come over and say hi to the birds real quick. And yeah, of course, we don't advise or appreciate people that are using cows for any purpose. We don't want people to be buying cows to put them in a show or using cows for their breast milk or their flesh. Of course, we are a sanctuary, so we don't use these animals. We have, these animals are here with us, not for us. We love them and we take care of them. But that is the one benefit is that because cows that are put in shows, they do sometimes, like I was saying, they get excited and they need to be able to be handled safely. Hi, this is Tootsie. Hi, Tootsie. So people will give them these calming pellets just to kind of chill them out. So I timed it out because it usually takes about 20 to 30 minutes, they say, for it to kick in. So I gave them their calming pellets along with a little bit of carrots and banana and some hay pellets, and then waited a while so that once they were feeling chill and I didn't feel as though they were going to try to play with me all crazy, that's when we went into the stalls with them and gave them a good brushing. And now I feel comfortable letting them out. Let's see. Another thing about that is obviously they are used to me. I've been around them for a very long time. Whereas if I was a newer volunteer, or if there was a new volunteer here or a visitor, I would not let the cows out. Or if they were out, then all the volunteers or the visitors would have to come over here on the chicken area. And we just do this just to be extra safe. So now that you've had a lecture about cows, let's go ahead and just have a little quick update on everything. So Gibby is still doing well. Gibby is our OG goat. Let's see if I can see him. It looks like everybody's just kind of chilling out in the field, hanging out, doing good this morning. If you can see, Gibby is that one. Let me see if I can, right there, the brown and white guy with the big horns. He is our OG. He is our oldest goat. And he also got a little visitor, one of the little feral kitties back there. He's been on palliative care for about 2 years now. He has cancer, we believe, so he's on different medications, and we're just kind of taking it day by day to make sure he still has a good quality of life. And a couple weekends ago, we thought he was a goner. We thought he wasn't going to make it. He was too weak and his balance was too thrown off. He couldn't really stand. He would fall down, and when he did fall, he was unable to get back up. So it was very scary. But seems to be rallying right now. So we're just appreciating every day. We've got Millie here checking on these blue passion flowers. If you guys saw our other live streams, we are going to continue with the butterfly series. It's just not time yet, our butterfly way station series. But you can see they are starting to grow a little bit more. These vines are going to cover the whole wall. You'll have to go back and watch some of our butterfly way station updates, part 1, in order to hear all those details. Let me set this stuff down real quick, and then I'll show you something we did yesterday. Just a little update around here. So here in Arizona, in America, we are part of the Sonoran Desert. So it gets very hot and arid at times, obviously. So this trench got dug out because we need to get flood irrigation here. So in the summertime, it's a couple times a month. I think since we're still in spring, it's probably just once a month. But there will be water released by the city behind this brick wall. There's a canal, and the water will flow underground through the pipe, and it'll come out right here. And then it just floods this little, like, this little valley area, kind of. It goes all the way down and then through, and then there's a little hole into the fence, and then it goes and it covers the whole field. You guys have probably seen sometimes after we've gotten irrigation, and just how muddy and messy the field is. In the middle of summer, though, of course, it soaks into the ground really fast. But the problem was, over time, this trench has become, kind of worn down. It was a little bit more shallow. So the last time we got irrigation, the water actually went, up over the edge and was getting into the coops and flooding the coops, and we do not want that to happen. So yesterday, some tough volunteers worked for a couple hours just digging this out. We had a pickaxe. We had one of those machines that, spins the blades in to loosen up the soil, and then wheelbarrow after wheelbarrow full of dirt was taken and dumped over to our dirt pile, and also to build our berms up in the back. So that's just a little random update that we have been needing to work on lately. The irrigation comes this Wednesday, so we will see if it worked and how it does. And it's probably going to need to be an ongoing project. The ground here is kind of like part soil, or I'm sorry, like barely any soil. It's like part dirt, like part clay, kind of sandy too. So it was just hard as a rock, impossible to build. So Michelle had to soak all this ground, and now it's kind of dusty. And so we're thinking, once that water comes in and kind of soaks the ground, we'll see how much deeper we need to go, if any. Oh, hello. Got a little girl hanging out in the coop. Pretzel up on top. Pretzel is our wild chicken, as we call her. She is our only chicken who does not go into a coop at night. Once it becomes time to start locking everybody up, she disappears. She hides, and eventually she will make her way up into this pine tree. She'll get up so high in the branches we will not be able to reach her, and that's where several of the turkeys roost as well. So we say that she's our wild chicken. She says, I am not going in to a coop like everybody else. I'm gonna do my own thing. So that is worrisome at times. The first few times that happened, we were kind of freaked out, because the reason we have to lock everyone up, as you probably have heard us talk about before, is we have hawks and we have owls that we have lost birds to in the past. So we were kind of scared once Pretzel was like, I am not going in, and started hiding and getting up high, too high for us to reach. But she's fine. It's been over a year now. So just peeking at Millie, walking around. We still have that one kitty up there. I'm not sure why. He's just creeping, kind of trying to see what I'm doing. I would think usually if they're hanging out like that, because that boy Shadow, actually, I don't really know if it's a boy or girl. We named that kitty Shadow, but he's a little more skittish, doesn't really hang out as much with us. Sometimes you might see him in the metal man cave, but you'd think, or I would think, that he's probably just begging for food, but I just fed them. So that can't be it. I guess he's just curious, or maybe he wants to get his start his claim to fame on real-time animal rescue. Let's see. Oh, I was too slow. There was just a hummingbird up in the bushes right here, but like I said, I was too slow. Okay, so I think our last little update would be that Thomas and Albert got sheared this week. So Mr. Albert, right there, the Suffolk, he was looking about 100 pounds heavier a few days ago. After he gets sheared, he just looks so sleek and just like a little baby. But yeah, he pouted for a little bit, but our shearer is great, gentle and kind, very knowledgeable, so he knows what he's doing. So we don't have to worry that unlike poor sheep that are, exploited in the wool industry where they're gouged, they purposely cut off chunks of flesh to try to smooth it out. Um, we do not have to worry about that. Our guy would never do any of those horrible practices that happen to sheep in the wool industry. Albert has it lucky, as we wish all sheep did. Speaking of another sheep, here's Miss Esperanza. Pretty little girl, being a little shy, hiding behind there. Like I said, I think that was our little final update. Not too much to talk about, but I hope that you guys are all doing great, and please keep checking in and following our story, seeing how everybody is doing, and follow us on all our social medias, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.